to create the kind of relationship that I've been talking about, we've been talking about in our workshops, it's necessary to be dedicated to personal and spiritual growth. I personally have been on that path for all of my life. Some of you have been also, some of you are entering it now. It's all good. And what you're going to want to do is continue to work on your personal and spiritual growth for the rest of your life. Osho, my spiritual master, says we have until our last breath, which I think is so beautiful. It never stops. What does change over life is that you don't get this, you start changing that there's nothing really wrong with you. You just want to get better at certain things. But earlier in your life, if you came from a difficult childhood, there may be actual things that need to be corrected. I know there was for me. So you're on this personal and spiritual growth path. We talked about that if you're single in tantric dating, that you want to be working on yourself. You want to be, if you talk about the centers, you want to be working on your physical health, your emotional stability, your financial stability, your judgmentalness, becoming a heart-centered person, having a more spiritual attitude towards other people rather than judgmental that this culture recommends how you look for a partner, opening your heart, all these kinds of personal work that we do. Personally, I don't think we ever get to a place where our heart is completely open unless we're the Dalai Lama or something like this. But I certainly feel like we can all continue to expand our hearts to our fellow humans. And then we want to have as a partner someone who's on a similar path, because if we're on a personal spiritual growth path and our partner is not, it's going to be difficult for them to understand us. So when you have two people who are on a personal spiritual growth path, this is how you can also work on getting your relationship to be a soulmate relationship, because you're always growing through these areas. You're first starting with a relationship of friendship and safety. And sometimes during a relationship, we may need to check in. I'm not really feeling safe right now. Did what you said, was that a little bit making fun of me? We check in. Another person goes, it wasn't really what I meant to say, or actually I wasn't saying it that way. We discuss it a little bit and reestablish safety. We're both on a personal spiritual growth with our partner, so we might actually choose some activities that promote personal and spiritual growth. We may want to go for a hike somewhere that's further than we've ever gone before, or is just a beautiful, lovely, we don't have to always be breaking our own further than ever before, although that could be fun too. We might want to go learn something together. We might want to take a class together. We might want to take some Tantra classes together, learn more about how to relate intimately and sexually. So I know that with my partner, if we're both on personal and spiritual growth paths, we're dedicated to that, our relationship can only get better. There's a lot of societal programming and brainwashing that life gets worse as you get older, relationships get worse as you get older. If you're on a personal and spiritual growth path, they can get better and better and better and better as you solve certain problems, and you get so that life is exactly as you created it. Your relationship is exactly you created the relationship you always dreamed of. And this is possible for you. It was possible for me. I was so messed up before. I created my perfect life and my perfect partner. I didn't create him, but he came along when I created myself to be at a level where he is, and we together created this relationship. So I just want to tell you, keep working on that personal and spiritual growth path, because it's all possible, and it's possible for you to get better and better and better and better. I would love to help you learn how to do that if I can. If I can be of useful to you, contact me, and we'll make sure you get that too. Okay?